Yeah, I got the sound off.
Peace and blessings, y'all. It's your girl Wendy Zizzo here with Kirk the Jerk. Nappy Red ain't with us this evening, but it's okay. He'll be back next week. But we are Awareness Academy 411 here to give you that 411 on what's going on in the world. Give y'all 2 cents, and if it applies, let it apply, and if it don't, let it fly. You know, it's for educational purposes only. We're giving our opinions. You should go look some of the stuff we talk about, so you don't just take our word for it. So yeah, what up, Kurt?
Yo, what's going on? I'm doing pretty good,
Kurt's around. What up? What's goody?
just chilling, man. Just enjoying this nice cold ass weather out there.
Oh man, it's cold as hell. But even though,
Yeah.
listen, even though Nappy Red ain't with us this evening, we still got our sound off. So
Yep, we got a
let's
sound
start
of
it up
check
with
it
the
out.
sound off. There we
Today's
go.
topic on Sound Off on Red Dot Production. I see there's not a lot of love into marriage or relationships no more. I see a lot of people looking for somebody that's already established in the game, wealth, retirement, and a home. Instead of building up your own relationships with that person to build up to wealth, benefits, and retirement and love. Sound off on that. What's your thoughts? Peace and blessings.
Mm.
I feel like so much has changed, when it comes to the dynamics of relationships and people's confusion of roles and who should do what and when, where, why, and more so your ages too. Like depending on what age you are when you enter into especially a new relationship, yeah, you want some things to come standard like power locks and windows. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's
Like,
true.
after 35, why are you getting with somebody to build them up at this point? You know what I mean? I would even go for after 40.
That's true, even after 40, because it just at some point it just don't make no sense. But I think that just the world's getting a little bit more chaotic. So I think that's part of the problem right there. I think the world's
Well,
just getting a
yeah,
little bit
there's the
more
fact
chaotic.
that everything is mad expensive, and people are just more mindful of what they're spending, and or people just can't afford to be spending, so it becomes even more of a fact. I mean, the part with the roles aspect of it, how the man is a provider and the woman is a nurturer. I don't like calling them roles because I feel like when you get put in a role, that means you're acting. So you're
Yeah,
not
that's true.
being yourself. I would rather call it, serving your purpose. I mean, if you're getting with someone, your purpose should be to add something to their life in any way, shape, or form that you possibly can on both sides of the fence. Men most men think that women just want money. And it's not that women want money, it's security, it's safety. You know what I mean? Like, we want to know that you got my back.
That's
You
a
know what I
fact,
mean?
though.
And then, a man will like, well, what is she providing me? Bro, if you have to ask that question, then
You're in the wrong relationship. Yeah.
not even that, but yeah,
Oh,
you
you're
should
the
be
wrong
clear.
mindset too. Then you're in the wrong mindset too
You're
as well.
totally in the wrong mindset. Like, if you have to question what a woman can do for you, then I think you need to be with a man, because I think that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, because that's disgusting. If anything, you should only be looking to try to create your happiness with the person you're with, and you're supposed to be able to do shit for yourself.
Well,
You know what
I
I'm
would
saying?
say this: being that you are married, man, what does the woman for you? What has that provided your life with? So, because there's these guys out here that really are clueless, or they're in denial, or they're just stupid. So you tell them what a woman brings. I don't got it. I'm not gonna say it.
Well, here's the thing: when you got somebody genuinely that care about you, it brings out the best in you, and the reason why it brings out the best in you because they want the best for you because it benefits them the better you do. So having a wife, a healthy relationship, make things much easier in life. You know, is highly beneficial for anybody to get involved. But don't get with somebody just for the sake of getting with somebody, because that's the worst thing you could do. Because you could end up in a bad situation. That's why sometimes when people say I could do bad all by myself, I 100% agree with that. You not want to be in a relationship for the sake of being in one. But
yeah, well, there's another flip side to that. And I was watching this the other day. The psychologist, I can't remember her name right now. She was on Club Shay Shay again. And she so eloquently put it where people have this idea that you should heal before you get into a relationship. And I don't agree with that, because there's some things that you could only heal in a relationship. You know, you can't heal relationship things not in a relationship. You know, that's one level, right? Then the next level is men and women both do this. You know, when they're by themselves, they get set in their ways and how they are, and this is what they do. Or they're by themselves and they're like, okay, well, this is healing work that I'm doing on myself. And this one falls more on the men's side, is they get into a relationship and now they're not working on themselves anymore. You know, and a relationship is meant to be your mirror to help you grow. You know, where men will get into a relationship and they're like, well, I'm not changing who and what I am. You know, I don't care what you say or what you do. It's like men are afraid to lose themselves, or women too. They're afraid to lose parts of themselves, and those parts of yourself that you're losing is the old version of you. You know what I mean? If you wanted to stay stagnant in that version of you, then you shouldn't be in a relationship, because a relationship is supposed to help you grow and help you to shed those old parts of you. It's supposed to help make you better so that y'all can grow together. You know, and if you're being resistant to, you know, what she's helping to challenge within you, whether that's emotionally, you know, like masculine men don't argue with women. You know what I mean? They hold space for a woman to express her emotions, but to now argue back and forth with a woman, you're now mirroring her feminine energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Women are more emotionally expressive. Not that women are more emotional. No, they're not more emotional than men, but they're more emotionally expressive in going through the different range of emotions. You know, men really only exhibit a few ranges on the spectrum of emotions, which would be anger, aggression, frustration, or indifference. You know, women, we're feeling it all, the sadness, the downs, you know, I'm not saying that men don't feel these things, but they don't express them enough, or they've been taught that you shouldn't be expressing that, which is another layer of an issue. But overall, you know, when you get into relationships, you're supposed to be in them to grow, not just to get, you know, your one-offs, or just to have a partner to take care of you because you're like, oh, I want somebody to take care of me. Like, it goes hand in hand. You know, one hand washes the other at the end of the day. Do you agree with this one, or do you disagree?
No, one hand does wash the other. It's very important to have that dynamic. I think it's very important for y'all to scratch each other's back and help each other out. It's teamwork. And it shouldn't be no competition. I hate when I see some guys see their woman accomplishing something, and instead of rewarding her and saying, "Oh, I'm so excited for you,"
they want to be in competition.
They want to try to downplay it. No, my success is your success. Your success is my success. I mean, your success, my success, or whatever. Basically, and if it's not like that, then something is wrong with you, and you don't need to be in a relationship if you're not looking for teamwork, because that's what relationships are for. And remember, for the fellas out here, this is a message. You're gonna get old one day, and when you get old, I don't know how long you think you're gonna be a player for, because just remember one thing: once you get to a certain age, that tool gonna stop working. Don't be trying to look for.
You ain't taking care of yourself. Yep.
Don't be trying to look for a woman then, because they're gonna be like, nigga, what you talking about? You shut me down years ago. Now you want to holler at me because now your tool ain't working. You got to get with them before the tool start working. Talking about years and years before. Like, settle down earlier
build
So when
something.
the time comes when you get old and things just ain't gonna work because everything ain't gonna work right forever. You know what I'm saying? But when you get to that point, y'all have love for each other and y'all gonna stay together or y'all have partnership. And
Yeah.
relationships could go back and forth. Sometimes you could fall out of love with your person, your person, but because y'all have a partnership, y'all gonna constantly make it work. You know, because you need both. Partnership is important. You know,
Absolutely.
like
Yeah.
that's my partner. You know what I'm saying?
And the thing with men, well, not men, but a lot of these younger guys being obsessed with a woman submitting to them. Technically, the man is supposed to submit first. That's why when you know a man proposes, he gets on one knee
That's
because
true.
it's an act of submission. You submit to her, and she'll naturally submit to you. You know what I mean? Men, some of these guys get into relationships like, oh, yeah, you know, women's supposed to be submissive. She's supposed to submit to me. Submit to what? What's she submitting to?
That's true.
What
are you
what
giving her to
you
submit
want to
to?
have control or be able to say you the man of the house? Like, like it don't work like that.
I'm King Tut. Nobody could tell me nothing.
And that's what creates those unhealthy dynamics, right? And then the man, these guys want to avoid the woman's feelings because you know either they're being triggered by it, and instead of going to work on those triggers that's coming up, they want to fight back and forth and be resistant to what she's saying. You know, a lot of women give men so many chances. You know, I know I've done it where, you know, I'm involved with someone and I'm giving them, you know, I'm telling them exactly what I need. This is exactly what I want. This is exactly what I don't like, and this is what I do like. And it's like I didn't say anything at all. So it's like
that
if I
happens.
tell you a couple times, after the third time, now I'm just gonna take it as disrespectful. You know what I mean? Now I'm taking it as full on. You just don't respect me enough to listen to what I'm saying. Because if I was a man, or if I was your boss, and I told you what to do, and I was telling you these things, you would do it. You would hear me crystal clearly.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So, well, what do you like? It's weird because I can guarantee you if the shoe was on the other foot, it would be a whole different ball game. Whole different ball game.
What do you think about? What do you think about the documentary with P. Diddy, the 50 Cent documentary on Puff Daddy?
Put out the documentary, and wow. I mean, I haven't watched it. I don't know if I am gonna watch it. I'm not sure yet. I've seen clips. It's a lot of interesting information, but 50 is.
I think it's
he's the beyond troll.
Yeah, I think it's, in my opinion, I had two sides. I had one side say, yeah, you know, because Diddy was this, he was a this, that, and the third, and he deserved to get exposed for the man he is, blah, blah, blah. But yet, why it has to be you? You know what I'm saying? Black people got enough issues, and the last thing I want is for us to expose each other, because we already know it's not like 50's doing it because 50 have a vendetta, because I think because of the whole baby mom situation, that could be part of it. But two, the whole idea that you're going hard and you're trying to roast this man, we already know what you're trying to do. You know why? You're basically doing their job for us. You're doing their job so he could make him look even worse. He already looking bad, but you're making him even worse. So now you're gonna get more deals. I guarantee you, more doors gonna open for 50 Cent because he's selling out his own people doing that.
Well, I see it. I understand the perspective you're saying, and I'm not gonna say I disagree. The thing I will say is, when they did a documentary on Jeffrey Dahmer, right?
Yeah.
Nobody was saying, oh, and that was done by a white man, right?
Yeah.
Nobody said that, oh, white man trying to tear white man down by exposing what this guy was really about, even though he was in jail and we know he was a murderer and we know he did these things, right?
It's a power difference.
Making the documentary, there was no, fight back of, oh, it's a white man trying to take another white man down. It's like sometimes it really just is information that needs to come out.
I disagree,
I don't think it necessarily has to do with the color. I can understand in the sense of, here it is that we already have these stereotypes and all these different things all these lenses that people want to see Black people through. So it's like, we supposed to be building each other up so that we don't look so bad to these people. But at the end of the day, it don't matter what we do, good or bad. They're gonna see what they want to see regardless.
But here's the difference. White people been cannibalized white people forever. You know what I'm saying? They the ones that have the power
but it's not
dynamics.
sensationalized as much as how we
No, but
sensationalize ourselves in that regard.
no, but it's different. It's a different dynamic. You know why? Because on one end, white people tear white people up. All right, fine. They in power right now. They've been in control for a long time, right? But here's the thing: they're tearing us. It's like they ripping us apart in the media, making us look bad. If you're not from America and you're looking at American TV when it comes to news, you'll think black people commit all the crime because they always has us up there.
Yeah, but that
TV.
propaganda so that existed for long before this even happened. They've been putting this propaganda out before when it was in newspapers.
No, but the point I'm trying to make is they already got a hit job against us already. It doesn't do any better for us to put a hit on ourselves. We already, look like the bad guys to everybody.
Fuel for the fires, which is
and then what make it worse with 50 Cent? You really want to keep on because you could mess around and be next 50. You could be next. Trust and believe it. Everybody got something in their closet.
That part I think is inevitable, but I feel like if there's people out there that use Puffy or even 50 as the exemplary thing, the epitome of what black people are, then besides the fact that's crazy because now you're saying we're all rich and we're just, sexual animals and deviants, you know what I mean? But I don't think that they couple it all together. Like people know that's Diddy, but at the same time, I wish that documentary, a real raw documentary, would come out about Hugh Hefner. I would love to see what he was doing in that Playboy mansion.
People would probably be applauding it. They'd be applauding. I'm just saying,
so that's a difference. In terms of adding fuel to the fire of a specific person that had money and power, was doing what and they were getting a pass.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Let's see what Hugh Hefner was really doing. You know what I mean? Like if we're gonna even the playing field.
Yeah, I mean, the only difference is that the social dynamic when we become a black man and a white man is different. So like Hugh Hefner, they'll chalk it off. Oh, he's just a rich, creepy guy. But when it comes to a black man doing it, that guy's a monster. He need to get buried. He need to get destroyed. They would like, for example, you ever seen a Jeffrey Dahmer series? The TV show. I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of good and it got a little comedy. It's funny, but look how they're able to humanize a white man that killed so many black people. I mean, it's a good show. I'm not even gonna front. Netflix did a great job.
I didn't watch it, so I don't know.
It was good.
You'd be better off.
No, I'm talking about everybody. It got good ratings. It's sad to say that was.
I heard it got good ratings. Yeah. So they tried to make him look,
human. More they humanize a monster. They would never do that with a black person. They humanize a whole. He's a whole freaking monster. They humanize him like he wasn't all that bad of a person.
Interesting question that I wonder if people ever think of. Technically, black people, melanated people, have existed longer than any other human being in history.
A black woman can produce anybody.
But yet, for some strange reason, they are the most attacked. I wonder why. There has to be something so amazing and grand about us that you want to try to dim our light. It's kind of like when you're dealing with a narcissist where they just hate the fact that you shine. So now I gotta go and tell people fucked up things about you so that you'll look bad to everybody else. Like how narcissists will go on their there's a term for it where they just try to go and destroy your reputation and make everybody else look at you in a bad light so that they can make themselves look better. And it's the same dynamic. Here it is that there's these people, these human beings that have been around for hundreds of thousands of years, and they're constantly being ridiculed and, trying to dim the light. And then when you look at the accomplishments and the abilities and And I don't even think in the last 100 years we've even scratched the surface to truly showcase the amazingness that we've done in history. Like, just look at the pyramids in Egypt. Look at the pyramids all around the world. Look at all the greatest things that you can possibly think of that was ever created were created by melanated people. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Whether they were African or Native American or, you know, the Aztecs, the Mayans, you know, you look into all these different, you know, histories, you'll see it just gets darker and darker and darker.
I forgot what brother said this, but he said the way he said it, it's just his deliverance was just amazing. He was like, yeah, you know, a black woman, the reason why she's so significant, she can make an Indian baby, she can make a Spanish looking baby, she can make a white baby, she can make any color.
The mitochondrial DNA, like the woman, especially the black woman, like she holds the DNA for every variation of human that there is.
Yeah,
you know,
100%.
And that's another thing where it's the same aspect. So we have people trying to go against the melanated people, right? And then the next aspect is now go against the black woman. You know what I mean? So it's like, why are these specific people singled out to get their light dimmed? Like, why are they purposely trying to make these people look so bad? Like, why are you trying to make black women look so bad? Because there has to be just like if you're dealing with hate. Like, I've dealt with haters my whole life, but I didn't put it together that people only hate if you're doing something great. You know what I mean? Like, ain't nobody gonna hate on you if you ain't doing nothing amazing. You know what I mean? And in every point in my life, I was always doing something different from everybody else. Whether I was playing instruments or drawing or performing and then the music, and you know, no matter what it is, I was always doing something different, writing books now, you know, just all these different things. And I would get these problems. And I always, you know, before I started to understand that, or even give myself the credit that, yeah, I must be doing something great, or else I wouldn't have hate. So thank you.
That's true.
Like, thank you, haters. I love you guys. With your inside out love, you know, I get it.
Who doesn't love haters? Oh Lord, we love
them haters. I actually wrote a song a long time ago. It was like one of my first songs called "Love Them Haters," and I did it over a Biggie beat.
Oh shoot.
That was that shit. I said haters will hate. That's what they do. They stand on the sidelines, breaking the rules, staring, scaring, scheming to move. But I love that they hate because that means I'm making my moves. Man, listen. I went in on that one. But yeah, like it's just a question that I wonder if people ever really think about. Like, why?
Yeah, that's true.
Why do you want to dim these people's lights so bad? You know, but like I said, what you were saying in terms of, you know, 50 being the one to, you know, bring more light to Diddy and all these different things. I mean, I feel like Diddy was already cooked as it is. This is just adding
he definitely some fried chicken, but what it is that first of all, the documentary, I seen parts of it. A lot of it is lies. Actually, it's lies, and people came out and spoke against it. Like, one of the part of the documentary is the stupid idiot that's I'm not gonna say his name for the sake of I'm just not gonna say his name, but he's talking about how when Biggie passed away, Biggie they used Puff Daddy used Biggie's money, you know, his part of the money to bury him with, which was all complete lies. Puff Daddy actually paid for all that. And the reason why they know is because as soon as Biggie passed away, his mom, and I forgot the other guy's name, who's just being interviewed on the Breakfast Club, basically went in on the books. They went in on everything. They was thorough. They made sure they got all the numbers, everything they're supposed to have. They got all the information because they want to make sure that they could secure the future for his kids. So if Puff Daddy would have did all that, that's too much of a big purchase not to be caught. So that's all lies. And then a few people co-signed it and said, no, that's lies. The guy that works with Biggie's mom, he was like, that's all lies and stuff like that. He said, I hate the fact that they be putting out lies in these and a lot of people's capping in these documentary. Like, think about it. I don't believe Puff Daddy raped anybody. I mean, maybe it's the woman he with, maybe fighting and all that stuff, but I don't think he raped
I
anybody
seen
else.
the clip of what was it, Little Yada or whatever the guy's name was. Like, he said he was waking up. You know, sometimes he wake up with women, sometimes he wake up in bed with Puffy. Like, he ain't know what happened.
I believe he was taking the drugs and he was having fun. Because first of all, everybody that go to DD parties know what it is. Like, you're going there, you're getting drugs. Now, if you feel like you too much happened, then why the fuck you keep on coming back?
Well,
all those people are repeat offenders. So at some point, spare me the bullshit. You know why? You might don't like what's happening to you. You might not like the experience, but you like the goddamn paper.
That, and I was going to say that people will do whatever's necessary to be tied to a celebrity, to be able to say that they run with this person, that these are my peoples. I could call these people like, oh, I hung out with this person. Like, even though some crazy shit's happening for you to be there, you still like, yeah, I was hanging out with Puffy the other day. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's my boy. Meanwhile, you're sore.
Like, because think about it. At what age you need to know if you're mentally ready to get peed on or anything like that? At a certain age, you should know better. If you're 15 years old, 14 years old, nah, I'm not gonna. I'm just thinking it. I'm thinking it when I was 14 years old.
No, I think
and a guy got a whole truckload of. I mean, a woman got a whole truckload of money and she wants to pee on my face or something.
You gonna do
that? Nah.
You gonna do it?
Nah. Not for
Listen, again, the lengths that people go to be able to tie themselves to celebrities or people with money.
But why do it and then complain?
They'll do these things. Like, you might say that now, but you're not. And number one, you're saying that from a person with experience in life and a person that has discernment and knows better because, you just know better. A lot of these young kids, they don't know any better. You know what I mean? You got to remember that they probably was brought up by parents that wasn't shit anyway. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but I think, especially if you're a street person, you definitely know. You definitely have a lot more knowledge than these sheltered
but
kids.
Again, it's all about that come up and who you could tie yourself to. So you'll be willing to do the humiliation shit to get that level of status.
Then why? And my problem, I agree with you, but my other problem is why complaint, nigga. You did it. You freaking did it. You did all that freaky zeeky shit. You're getting mad because now all the money ran out. You don't got no more bread, so now you want to scream and cry. You just
answered your own question. That's why they complaining, because they trying to get more money out of it.
But you know what? Somebody put something in perspective for me. I'm not gonna say her name. But the woman that P. Diddy was dealing with, they basically said at some point with the guy that she was dating, with that dating and eventually got married, she said they was broke as hell. They was still living in their parents' home. So as a result, they're like, yo, man, fuck this. It's like, let's get them. Because we don't got no money. We messed up.
They don't got nothing.
We had some wild experience. I had some experiences, and I'm not sitting there saying Diddy was innocent because, yeah, he walked into that life. But I believe at some point when people become adults, you have the ability to say, am I going to stay or go at some point?
Not when you're groomed from 18 years old, man. Like, that's
so you telling me? So you telling me
just Munchausen, I can't say it. Munchausen syndrome, which I'm still chopping it up. I'm like, my mouth is just not allowing me to say it. But when you're groomed at a young age, and then you come of age, and this is what you're used to. This is
18
the life
is kind of old
right
though.
Into. Like, yeah, you might consciously know that this is wrong, but now it's a level of survival. This now became survival.
But 18 is kind of old though. I could see
not really. I know when I was 18, I thought I knew what I was doing, and when I look back, I didn't know the hell I didn't.
No, but think about it. At 18 years old, you're gonna be in the same situation at 30 something by the same dude. No, at some point you're gonna like the lifestyle because he might beat her ass every now and then. They had to go back and forth.
It becomes normal though. This is what I'm saying. That's what the Munchausen syndrome is. It's like when a child, like if a child was kidnapped, right? And now these people have been raising them as their child. this person is going to believe that they are their child.
Mm-hmm.
And no matter how old they get, if you try to take them away from, they will fight it. Like, no, this is my parents, this is my parents. Even if you tell them and you show them proof that they were kidnapped, they will still fight it, because this is, you're talking about neurology now too. You know what I mean? This is not a conscious thing. This is how the brain gets wired. And now it becomes a level of, one, survival, two, it's the way that your lens of life has been shaped. You know what I mean? So if you've been accustomed to a certain lifestyle for more than a year, now that becomes your normal. You know what I mean? Like if you're used to making 100,000 a year, right? Now you're ready for the 200,000 a year and the 300,000 a year. Now, if you go backwards to 50,000, you going, you can't go backwards from that. You know what I mean?
And another thing is too, I guess we could say that at some point it shaped her personality, and maybe for the bad, for the worse. Yeah, and some things she did on her own volition.
I'm pretty sure
because we all did stuff at a young age where we're not proud of, and to some extent that have some type of shape in our personality at an older age.
Yeah, look.
So at some point, she has to take ownership for the things she did. And then when you speak to all this, when all the sex workers was being interviewed, it's almost like, and remind you, these guys are from different states. They don't know each other. They only learned each other through Diddy. They all were singing the same song, and they was also saying that how she was so aggressive sometimes, like, come on, I want to do it now, let's get it going.
And,
but stuff like that. So it's like, all that can't be performance. Some of it got to be, all right, this is what I wanted to do.
That's what I just said, that when you become accustomed to a certain lifestyle, this becomes who you think you are.
No, you know who you are. At some point,
look at how many abusive relationships there are where a woman can't leave. You know, and it's not that she doesn't know that she shouldn't leave, but this is her life. This is where she feels like, okay, if I leave this situation, look, like, I mean, we seen the video of what happened when she looked like she was trying to leave.
That's normal. Like, to me, in my world, and coming from the hood, I seen worse.
I mean, of course,
and I seen girls. No, but I also see it the other way too, where, all right, he got the drop on her today, and then next thing you know, she busts him upside the head, and they in the hospital, and all right, they both leave the hospital together after she busts him upside the head.
Of course,
now she got her look back. Listen, and turn to find out,
if I see
she cut him up. She cut Diddy up before, and Diddy was in the hospital. So it's not like they don't have abusive relationship.
She got her licks off. But what I'm saying is, I don't even get involved. If I see a couple fighting, I mind my damn business.
Killer, I don't care. I'm not getting involved.
Whole business, because I remember I had a neighbor, and I used to hear this dude beating her. You know, getting it, and then I was gonna call the police, and I look out the window, and she's standing in front of his car, like, don't leave. I'm like, oh, you like this? Nah, I'm good. I'm not getting involved in that, because, and I'm not gonna say you like it, like, oh, you know, this is what I want for Christmas, but there becomes a certain level of abuse that you're used to and you're accustomed to, and this becomes your personality and your self-image. So for a girl like Cassie, where she was from a young age introduced into this lifestyle, and then physically, mentally, emotionally turned out, you know, financially even turned out, like all these different things, like, yeah, she became what he made her.
The only thing,
and if she took responsibility for it, so what? Okay, now what?
No, the only thing I will say is that I could at least say that he did try to make her famous, though, and she just wasn't popping. He let her feature with other artists. It was all right, and then she did her own thing, and then when she went on stage and sang, they realized she really can't sing, you know. So it's,
I mean,
not everybody. She got a good look. She's a pretty woman, so it's like, all right, more people gonna be captivated. Women and men see her on stage because she's not a bad looking woman. But what come out your mouth is the next thing. That's what's gonna keep my attention. And now when I hear that she can't sing that good.
Yes and no, but I seen videos of where they was in the studio sessions together, and he would dominate studio sessions. So at the end of the day,
but it's people. There's a lot of people that can contest to it. Like a lot of people
I
saying
seen
how
one of the
he spent
videos
a
where
lot of money on her.
she was what were they laughing about something with him, and he kind of like, what you laughing at? And then she, her whole demeanor changed. You know what I mean? Like you can't be an artist and get to your full potential if you're in a space of where you're feeling threatened. Or
that's not true, because actually that's how Tina Turner got better. As a lot of Michael Jackson. Though. Yeah, but she got better because the fact of think about it, Michael Jackson, right?
You can't bring Tina Turner into that one, man.
No, you can bring Tina Turner into it too, because the pressure.
Ike was terrorizing her for years.
And look what look what Joe Jackson did to the Jacksons.
That's different dynamics. Though.
No, it's not, because think about it. It's the same thing. It's the act of aggression towards somebody, scaring them enough, making them perform harder, making them be a perfectionist. That's why Michael Jackson was so good, because Joe Jackson, whether Joe Jackson's a bad man or not, is irrelevant.
So overall, you just saying that Cassie just didn't have it.
She sucked, yeah. No, but it's not me that's saying that. It's people that's saying that. It's a lot of people. Like if you do the research on Kathy, if you just research, you could just Google it or go to YouTube.
Plenty of
she can't sing, and she did features with people, and it still didn't work out. Because Puff Daddy likes, think about it, Puff Daddy's like money. So if Cassie was good as you say it, she would have blew up like everybody else that did with Puffy. Whether she would have got the money is different.
I'm gonna give you a reason why. I'm gonna give you one artist that I'm gonna use an example to why I disagree. J-Lo.
What about J-Lo?
J-Lo cannot sing.
Yeah,
right.
J-Lo's a model. J-Lo been modeling forever.
Her biggest records were sang by Ashanti on the low, right? So
J-Lo got good songs though.
They blew up J-Lo.
Her songs is good though. You might not like her songs are good.
They put her face on the songs, but it really wasn't her. They could have did the same thing with Cassie. If the whole point was her not being a great singer or whatever, they easily could have had somebody sing for her. If that was what he really wanted to do. I don't think he really wanted.
Nah, they say he spent money. Like, you got to listen to Gene Dell. Gene Dell was there, and Gene Dell don't like Puffy, so he has no reason to lie. He said Puffy spent a lot of money, and Puffy was getting mad and frustrated with her because of the fact that it wasn't working out. So at some point, Puffy just stopped investing in her because and remind you, if Puffy can't get you, that's what I'm saying. If you can't blow up from Puffy, and remind you, Puffy, say what you want to say about, but that man knows talent.
Puffy blew up J-Lo too.
No, but Puffy knows talent. Think about it. Think about how talented he is. Even if you suck, he gonna blow you up. You gonna do something. He might steal your money,
J-Lo,
but you gonna blow up.
Now, what helped J-Lo was the fact that she was an actress, so people were accustomed to seeing her. And also she had a very she has a history. Because she started as a dancer,
and everybody's infatuated with her butt.
Then she did the Selena movie.
Yeah,
that like took her to a whole nother level. So now she can't do wrong. You know what I mean? Because she'll be forever known as Selena. In the movie Selena. So I feel like for J-Lo, she had a lot more things to help position her. Cassie came from nothing, and nobody knew who she was. She ain't had no history or nothing. She came out the door. Her first single was great. I think the song is still dope. So she had the ability, but who knows? I mean, we see the documentary.
I'm just going by what everybody else say. Like, for example, you got both sides. You got people that don't like Diddy and saying she sucked. So they have no dog in the fight.
People say a lot of people suck. There's people that say Beyonce sucks. There's people that say that Alicia Keys sucks.
But that's different. That's different because Beyonce don't suck, and Beyonce's captivating. Beyonce not a dance. She not a perform.
My point is that there's people that's
Cassie don't know how to dance.
Say shit
Do Cassie know how to dance? Did you see her performance before? She don't even know how to dance. She can't sing and she can't dance. How she gonna? All she do is sit on stage and look pretty. She can't dance. She could barely sing. So if she can't dance and she could barely sing, how's she gonna do anything? I'm just saying. I mean, because Puffy got everybody dancing.
I mean, she still He got
He even
everybody
got Mary
dancing.
J. Blige doing her
listen,
little hood 1 2.
Cassie
You know,
still
her
ain't
little
making
dance.
no music no more. You know, she's chilling with her millions from the settlement, so she don't gotta sing no more. So F it.
Yeah,
You know, but speaking of J-Lo,
yeah.
there was something that she said in an interview I've seen recently that I wanted to touch on. And I've heard a few other women, I've seen videos of women talk about this, where
Yeah,
where
Halle
she
Berry, one of
said
them.
that she feels like she's never been loved before. Mind you, she got more rings than Thanos.
Yeah,
And she's saying she never feels like she was ever loved before. And the reason
man.
I want to bring this up is because I'm going to agree with her. And I'm going to agree with all these other women that feel like they'd never been loved before. You know
Of course,
why?
you're gonna take the
Because
women's side.
love, you're never going to feel truly loved by anyone if you do not love yourself. Like you can never truly know what love feels like from anyone unless if you're giving it to yourself first to know what it is.
You don't think she love herself?
No, I don't think she does.
Maybe
I don't think she loves herself because I see her put herself in such interesting situations that it doesn't make sense. Like I seen her recently. She's in her 50s now, right? So she's still out there performing. She did a performance at a I think it was somewhere in India. Somewhere where the women are modest, and she's wearing the most raunchiest outfit that she can find.
Oh, that's why, because that's what they want.
When you love yourself, you're not gonna do that.
No,
you know
no. She made her. See, remember, you forgot you're talking about. She's the person that made her money off of wearing raunchy stuff. Her clothing line.
But if you're
the J-Lo butt pads. She got the butt pads that women can
that's in
buy if
your
they want a
own
J-Lo
concert
butt.
though.
No, but that's what's expect. That's her image. They're not going there to look at conservative. You got to remember.
So then now you're gonna compromise.
You think that these Indian people out there
yourself for?
No, it's
for
not
the
about
sake of
compromise. It's about making money. Because here's the thing: she's an
that is a
entertainer.
compromise.
No, it's not, because you look at wearing provocative stuff as degrading. She may not have the same look. She's Spanish. A lot of Spanish women, that's their culture. They don't mind wearing the skimpy stuff. That's part of their culture. To them, that's just normal.
And in front of a Muslim audience, come on.
Remember, they
even
know
Beyonce when she performed in Dubai, and Beyonce she wears like skimpy things, but even when she was performing in Dubai, she wore something that was just a little bit more tasteful.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like J-Lo was wearing something that you would see them wearing on a strip.
But that's what they wanted, though. They wanted, because remember, J-Lo's known for her body, so that's what they wanted. And you know, her body's insured. Her body's insured for millions of dollars. Her body, her actual body. So the whole thing is, the Muslims that got her on the show know who they're getting on the show. They get these people in there. Like, for example, she probably the only person in the whole country that has exception to the rule to be able to dress that way. That's why they pay for.
Let me not take it away. Let me not take away from my point by just focusing on the way she dresses. Because, like you said, she's a character. This is her putting herself in her character. You know, when I'm talking about loving yourself,
this is who she
I'm not talking about the surface aspect of when, you know, I love myself. What you talking about? Of course I love myself. That's not what true self.
No, I'm talking about really as a culture thing. She's Spanish, and I'm not trying to say all Spanish people like that, but I know quite a few of them to know that that's their comfortability. Them dressing like that is comfortability.
I'm not emphasizing,
and I'm assuming that might be hers too.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to completely tie self-love in with appearance.
Yeah.
You know, self-love is not just about how you present yourself to the world. It's how you feel about yourself, feeling within yourself and your feelings all together. You know, if you keep putting your happiness in other people's hands, you're never going to be happy.
And you know,
if you keep looking for love from other people, you're never going to feel loved.
But you know, it's one of the biggest things with India. India, a lot of the women, they get RAPE from top. What the hell?
Oh no,
I damn like this though. It's all good.
The numbers,
they get RAPE, and there's no court case for the women. A lot of women just get caught up out there, real simple in India. So
no, listen, it's so bad out in India that they actually give women different apparatuses to put inside of their bodies, that if a man tries to RAP him, you know, that it'll cut them up.
Ooh.
Like they have it's really bad out there. It really is with that.
Think about it. You walk in, you about to go back to your house, and some guy random just snatch you up and do what he had to do with you.
He
you
just
get
wants,
up and go.
Because it's just the disrespect that, you know, again, back to the earlier point, what I was saying, it's like, why are you trying to dim this specific being's light down so much that now you feel like you could just do whatever you want to do? Whenever, like, the level of entitlement that you feel you have over a woman, that's you trying to dim her light. Like you're completely degrading her, dehumanizing her, and making her as a piece of property. Why was that such a thing that happens? Like, why does that happen? And it's because, and it's the same type of dynamic with what I was saying before against how people look at melanated people. You know, it's like there's this, it's like the seed was planted long ago to dim these people's light, and now it's just at a point where people are just so much in the dark about it that they don't even see it, but on the low, subconsciously, they know that there's something amazing and they're captivated and they're obsessed with it. You know, that's why men have an obsession for women, because there's something about the woman that, you know, it's so amazing that men want to be women. You know what I mean? Like, there's something so powerful and so amazing about women that they want to be women.
That is wild, though. I hear
like,
what you're saying.
Think about it. Like, it same thing with even with melanated people. These other people are so captivated and so, oh my God, they're so awesome that they want to put them in zoos. And they want to watch them, and they want to study them. They want to cut them up in pieces and figure out what makes them tick. You know, it's like all these obsessions, you know, that, you know, even wanting to, what do they say? The greatest form of flattery is imitation. You know, just the imitations of it's like, why do people ever think of that? Like, there has to be something so divinely powerful about women and melanated people that you just gotta make them look bad.
Gotta snatch. Gotta screw them over.
No, I gotta make them look bad because that means that I look good. It's like, why can't we just all look good together?
We all can get along. You know, if they allow us to. You know, we shouldn't have to go this way. But
it's true.
This is the world we live in. This world is so aggressive.
Like this.
I'm waiting for the aliens and the asteroids to come at the same time. Like, let them both come. Bring the asteroids.
But real quick, back to the subject of self-love. I just want to put it out there for people. Like, I hope everybody's enjoying the show so far. You know, the things that we're talking about, but I really want to flesh out what true self-love is. So you have your thoughts, your beliefs, your emotions, right? You are the keeper of these things because they're generated within you. So if you're feeling upset, if you're feeling sad, if you're feeling angry, it is truly your responsibility to sit with those emotions, those things that you're experiencing, and question them. Give them the compassion, the attention. Like, when you are wanting a relationship, you want a relationship. Why? Because you want someone to care about the way you feel. You want somebody to do nice things for you. You want somebody to do things and take you places. You want somebody to pamper you. You want somebody to listen to you. When you're upset, you want somebody to cheer you up. You want somebody to cheer you on. All of those things I just listed are what you have to learn to do for yourself first. If you're not doing those things for yourself, like whenever you're feeling down and you're feeling fucked up and, you know, you're angry, if you're not sitting with yourself like you would your best friend or a child and giving yourself that attention, but you want it from someone else, you're never going to get it the way that you truly want it from anyone else, because you know exactly what you need to hear. You know what I mean? True. Like you know what you need to hear, but you want someone else to say it. And if someone else don't say it, then that means nobody loves me. You're not loving yourself. It's like true self-love is becoming emotionally aware. True self-love is learning how to master your mind, being responsible for the way the things that you're thinking about. True self-love is forgiving yourself for the decisions that you've made in the past that have brought you the pain that you've had. You know, self-love is, you know, even with the situation with Cassie, like looking at what it is for what it is. It's like spilled milk, right? The milk is spilled. Are you going to sit there and keep crying over it, or are you just going to clean it up and move on? You know what I mean? So that's where responsibility, like people want to blame themselves for things. Like, no, it's not about blame. It's just about acknowledging what it is, how it is, and now moving forward from there. Like, okay, this is what happened. What can I do to make this better?
Yeah.
You know, like I was having a conversation with someone, and you know, she was telling me about her relationship situation. She was like, yeah, it's all my fault. I said, no, don't say it's your fault. Just look at it for what it is. Take responsibility for the part that you played in it. Yeah, I was there. Yes, I allowed these things to happen, and I allowed these things to happen because I thought that it would benefit me. And it winded up not benefiting me. Okay, so now what? Now you just see, you know, just observe it objectively, see it for what it is, and now make the next decision to become better. And that's what growth is.
That is growth.
That's all what is encompassing in self-love, because it's when you're paying attention to you and only you, and giving yourself what you need to feel satisfied, filling your own cup. And when your cuppeth runneth overeth, then you can love someone else.
Yeah, you gotta fill your own cup inappropriately. Yep, make sure
you said
that
inappropriately.
you gotta take care of yourself. Nah, but it's crazy though. Like, not for nothing. That whole situation, and I don't know, man. I hope when he do come out, I think right now, what they're saying he's doing in prison right now is he's helping people with finances, like teaching people financing, because you know he knows money. Like, that's one thing he does have a skill, regardless of him being rich and all that. He knows money, so he's helping a lot of the inmates talking about finances. And I think he's also giving inmates money, helping them out. Part of it, I'm pretty sure, is for favors. The other part, I'm sure that he's doing it because I don't got nothing else to do. I'm in here. Might as well.
Puffy's a power hungry type of person. So,
and if he could get a lot of people, because I'm pretty sure he probably got all those guards in there
on
happy.
His bandwagon.
You got everybody happy in there, and that's a matter of time. That's how it's gonna be.
Yeah.
And he's a money magnet. So what I will say is, when he come home, he's always gonna be good. He's millions.
Yeah,
he's
he
worth
got
millions,
money.
so he's always gonna be good.
Who knows if he's even gonna stay in the United States? He's gonna go hang out with Russell Simmons out in Bali.
Russell Simmons might try to touch him. He's like, Russell, you're not my type. No, I'm joking.
I don't know, man. I heard some stories, so he got some weird.
You know what's funny? Guess who just got interviewed recently on the Breakfast Club? Chris Williams. He made a song.
Williams still?
I'm
dreaming. Christopher Williams has been fighting the rumors for years.
But Gene Dell actually put it to rest, because everybody thought Gene Dell was co-signing it, and now he's put it to rest. Like, nah, that's not what it is. So I like the fact that he's a very sophisticated guy, man. He's mad smart. Yo, you gotta listen to that Breakfast Club interview. He's talking about corporations. He was talking about that sovereignty stuff.
I mean, he should know something. He's been in the music business for over 40 years.
No, but not because of that. Because he he's a I think a 5% / Muslim. I think he's both of it. Like, the way he was talking, and he said that's the reason why he got that name in New Jack City. I forgot the name of New Jack City, but it was a name that was like a Muslim name. They gave him that because they gave him a role. They said, "Here, you could be this guy." But
again, if you are at a certain age, because Christopher Williams ain't in his 40s.
Yeah, he's older than Puffy. He's older than Puffy. Yeah. He said Puffy's like a. Yeah, he said that's why it bothered him.
Smart by a certain age, then I don't know what the hell you've been doing with your life. Like,
he was like Puffy, like a young nigga to him. So he's like, I don't know why people thinking that Puffy had manipulating him when he's a young nigga. He said he was around when Puffy used to get treated bad by the other people. Like, he said how he did that guy made him go get the cheesecake. He said, what's name did that to him? I'm not gonna mention his name. He said, what's name did that to him? Try to make him go get a cheesecake from a store from mad miles away, walking and stuff like that. So he said,
I wish somebody would.
Nah, man, hell no. Cause I'm like, yo, what is me? What
For
is the
fun,
point of
maybe
this?
if it was like, oh, this is a fun task to do, cool. But if this is on some, oh yeah, I better do this or else.
Now, people like I better do this or else. And he said, listen, you're about to make a lot of money if you don't do it. So I'm like, I bet I'll get in the cab when I get
Show me the
outside.
money.
I get in a cab when I get outside. I take a cab there and take a cab back.
Yep.
Ain't no nigga
Show me the
getting.
money. Well, nah, they recorded the whole thing. Yo,
Yeah, that's
somebody
true. They was
put up
recording
remember the skit from Dave Chappelle? He's like, dial on. Yo, Dave
shit.
Chappelle is the
What an
GOAT.
idiot.
He is the legend for the Chappelle show. Like,
Yeah.
the Chappelle show is gonna forever live, you know, as a classic. Like I seen the clip earlier when Charlie Murphy was talking about Rick James and how he punched him in the head and he's like, you know, it was cold-blooded. Like
yeah, I seen Rick James back in the day on stage singing and stuff because I never really watched that, but they had something on it. I was like, okay, he was killing it. And he always had mad women
Rick
around
James
him.
was the man back then, man. Like that's why he was going licking, you know, a girl sit next to him, he'd lick her face. I'm Rick James, bitch. Enjoy yourself.
He had mad women. He had mad women back, you know, mad women on stage. I was like all over one of his shows. I was like, okay, Rick James.
Yeah, Rick James was on beast mode, man. And man, Charlie Murphy's Hollywood Stories.
Yeah, Charlie Murphy funny though.
Yeah,
you could tell Charlie Murphy was a gangster. You could tell he was a gangster. Like he was a tough guy for real.
No, like, yeah, he definitely was.
His energy was different. Like Eddie Murphy, the nice guy, but he's the tough guy.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that.
Yeah, that's real talk, man. Like Eddie Murphy on say, Charlie Murphy, like I'll beat you, I'll choke you.
Oh, you would even hear him at, like the stand up when Eddie Murphy was wearing the red leather jumpsuit.
Yeah,
and one of the ladies tried to heckle him, and you hear Charlie Murphy in the background, "Shut up, bitch!" You gotta listen for it. You hear, like Charlie Murphy was very protective.
He was an enforcer of
Eddie Murphy.
That's his little brother.
OD protective.
Yeah,
you know, but man, well, listen, we gotta go pretty soon. But before we go, we definitely got to talk a little bit about Posse Balls because I want to just give people a message today. I'm not even going to talk about them like, you know, I'm trying to tell you about how awesome they are. I'm just going to give everybody a quick message. So these two I'm going to roll and let's see what message y'all need to hear today. Hopefully this message is good for you and it resonates with you. So let's see what we get. Bam. Oh, one of my favorites. What about right now makes you grateful? And you are loved.
Oh, shoot.
So I feel like what about me makes me grateful that I'm loved and I'm pretty damn awesome. And yeah, I'm grown. I'm a big girl today. I can stay late. I'm a big girl.
I can. I got an AM.
I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do another roll.
Okay.
But this is not just for me. This is for everybody else. Just so y'all know, you are appreciated and you are loved. Oh, I'm sorry, you are adored and you are appreciated. But just because I gotta do 3, because I like my 3 rolls.
3 is a charm.
3 is a charm. Everything is in divine and perfect order right now, and you are valuable.
Nice.
Like, seriously, you are valuable, and everything is in divine and perfect order. So I hope those messages resonate with somebody. Somebody needed to hear that you are valuable, that everything's in divine and perfect order, that you are adored and you are loved, and that is a fact.
And let's give them a commercial now. Yeah.
Oh, you want to give them a commercial real quick? Go for it.
Manifest happiness now. Change your life now with positive affirmation balls. Simply roll, read the positive message, receive it, and smile, and roll it again. 4 different balls that will make you feel good about life. Posse Balls, what you put in your mind matters.
What you put in your mind matters.
Your mind matters.
Yep.
And that is, again, another form of self-love.
Yep.
Be mindful of what you're thinking about, putting things in your mind that make you feel good. And I'm not talking about X-rated things either.
Yep. And I'm
Yeah,
not talking
like-
about ecstasy pills and
Nope.
and alcohol beverages, other things you could put in your,
Nope.
well, in
Thought
your brain.
processes, mindset, how you look
Yeah.
at things. When things go wrong in your life, it's not about what happens. It's about what you do with what happens.
That's a fact, though.
So I'm gonna let everybody take that as the last part because we could keep going. But I hope everybody enjoyed another episode with Awareness Academy 411.
411 Awareness Academy, baby. Let it rock. Ha 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 ha. People, peace.
I love
Bye.
Yo, but everybody, I hope y'all enjoyed the show. See y'all next week. Peace and blessings. Zizzo out.
That was